Happy Halloween. Hi, NW. Hi, Apple. Hi, 171 signing. Hi, Leslie King. Happy 1st of November if you're in Australia, but happy Halloween evening if you're in the US. I said to James, do I look spooky enough? And he's like, woo! So yes, this is a Halloween spooky special. And as usual, I forgot to go and look up spooky places. Come here. I was going to spray paint her black for the night, but I don't think she would have liked it. Oh, I got something here I forgot about. Ooh. Need new batteries in the candles, so they're not quite working, but hopefully this is. Ooh. Oh, that way. So put that spooky light down. Maybe she can turn on some purple light and some yellow light. And of course we've got the blue from my curtain. Hi Pisces greeter. Happy Halloween. Anyway, no politics tonight, no personal questions. Let's just talk about the spooky. Okay. Here we go. I'll let you know a secret. My bottom half are pink. Hi, Grandme dear. Grandme D. All over the place. I've got pearls. I've got lace gloves. I forgot to hunt out the black ones. I know I have some white ones in there too, but I've got the bone-coloured ones, and they all add to it. Okay. Cup of coffee. Why am I wearing this hat? See the pretty little cameo. I'll wear that. Not going to wear the witch's hat. So, firstly, can you guys hear me okay and see me okay? I am on the new computer. So, yeah, hi, Michelle Mobile. So, firstly, we will just hi, Sherry French. Hi, Deborah Costro. So, I'm going to use my phone and hunt out some places. So, what is a very spooky place around where you live? I might start with Perth. And I've done the Wooden Point. York Hospital is a very, very interesting place. Very interesting place. So I thought I'd have a look at the old York Hospital. So I'm going to York Hospital. It is for sale, actually. Yeah. Cost about $1 million. Salem, Massachusetts, next town over. Oh, yes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some pictures of it. Photos. Go photos. I've gone and lost it. Old York Hospital. And we'll go images. And here it is. The Old York Hospital. Now, I have got the Ask the Witch tarot for everything tonight. So, somebody was bumping into, hi Margelle, into the door to be let in. And now she's sitting waiting. You're going to let me out? Oh, the cheek. The cheek. Let's have a look. Is the Old York Hospital. How do I look? Yes, I'm fishing for compliments. How do I look? And also, while I'm on it, Whitby seems to have turned a corner and is getting a bit better. I haven't checked on him yet this morning, but thank you for all the love and well wishes for him. He is very, very poorly. Come here, you. Come on. Harvey, you're at the back. Come on. Move your butt. So is the Old York Hospital haunted? I would take the glasses off to show off the eyes a bit more, but I need them. So how about this, huh? That way I can look down, look up, and look down. Let's have a look. 9 of Cups. Well, we certainly want it to be. So will it be? This says yes, it is. So, who's haunting it then? Three of Swords. Someone who's suffered great heartbreak. There's an element of grieving there. And the Page of Swords, a young person, possibly children. Actually, that building was built for children to be put into. There were babies born next door in a maternity unit. And there were children. So you might hear children's laughter. You might at times feel heartbreak. And you might even feel like this person looks quite disappointed. Feel a sense of disappointment of things not working out. But you could also hear children's laughter. How scary does it get? Years and years ago, before it was when it was not in quite as good shape as it was. People used to go there all the time. And I asked how scary could it get? And this is an odd thing, the sun. But I feel like we're asking how scary it could get. Look at the figure in the middle of the sun. It's like really, really dark. And the sun reversed, of course, is hopelessness, dark. So I'm going to say, because there's no reversals in this card, I'm going to say it can get very dark, a feeling of hopelessness coming over you. Mm. Thank you, Bernice. And we have the Four of Pentacles. You can have a real feeling of insecurity in there, and you don't feel like you're safe. So we're talking about the Old York Hospital at the moment. Now, if you've got where you live a specific building, and remember we've gone through and we've done a lot, so don't be surprised if I say, oh, look, I've done this place. But if you have one to suggest, please do. Yeah, so it can be a really, really spooky place. Mm. I know the lace gloves aren't black, but I couldn't find the black ones. So we'll go with a mixture of light and dark. Look at my ears. They're like, yeah. I'm looking like Jeff Sessions under here. Maniacal laughter and shoes. Hang on. There we go. That might be a bit better. Now I look like I have no ears. The no ear freak. Yeah, I'll go with the Jeff Sessions look, eh? If my hair was long, I probably could have covered it up, but have I ever done Monte Cristo? Oh no, yeah, I think I have. But let's go visit Monte Cristo and see what Monte Cristo is always up there with the list of top haunted places in the world. I can't remember much about what went down there, but I think there might have been a murder. Monte Cristo is a homestead in what, New South Wales, is it, Anne? Not sure. It is famous. It's open to the public. It's a good picture of it. This is Monte Cristo. No, that's not Monte Cristo. This is Monte Cristo. So it is a very famous house. It is said to be one of the most haunted places in the world. It's outside of Junie. There's a barn that's also there. Let's have a look. What would we encounter if we went into Monte Cristo Homestead? Guys, thank you for your help, guides and universal spirit, and for your guidance. Oh, I've got the fan on here, so I might turn it off so I don't get any. I'm sorry the candles aren't working this year. Oh, that's a good question, Simon. I'll have a look at that. Knight of Cups. Lost ideals. A sense of... It looks ideal. It looks pristine. It looks like, oh, nothing could ever go wrong here. But that's just a facade. Do watches stop and do phones stop working? King of Pentacles, yes. Oh, there is definitely one of the male homesteaders there. Possibly the man who built the house. I don't know how much on how people feel. Trying and that. Perhaps it's Monte Cristo. Perhaps it's just the internet connection. Feeling like very suppressed. Feeling of suppression. A feeling of possibly wanting to get away, but maybe sometimes finding yourself lost in the building. Like there's something really nasty there. What about in that hi Shelby Lisa. Yeah, suppressed, yeah. Thank you. Want really struggling at times. I feel like sometimes people really struggle to breathe. Perhaps I should have dressed up as Jeff Sessions with my ears. An elf. Struggling to breathe. Struggling to... Yeah. What about the outbuilding there? That's quite an old building too. Oh, I got a picture of swinging like somebody's possibly hung themselves there. And do you know if anyone's hung themselves in that outbuilding? It's definitely like someone stood and fought there in defense of themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if there were a few kangaroo courts held. Might sound funny at kangaroo court, but they're not. And yeah, they would use the barn to administer some pretty rough justice. I feel like that's possibly there. Are there ghosts in the barn? The Nine of Pentacles. Yes, again, a feeling of ownership, of control. Yeah. Let me know if you can't hear me. I would have the candles flickering, but I need to put new batteries in. And I don't know if I have any. And they have to be unscrewed. The bottom has to be unscrewed and all sorts of things. So didn't really have the time to sort that out. So we'll just have the little darlings. Where did I get it? I actually got this in a place, I don't know if you have it in the US, but in Australia, it's Australia-wide, a shop called Spotlight. The hat came without the goggles, but everything else that's on it was on it. The brooch, the chains, and the brooch, they were on it. So it was $15, $20, not a lot. I bought the goggles and I put them on later, and yeah. So, yep. Okay, someone said have a look at Salem in the US, which we all know. The witch trials. Hysterics. Absolute hysterics. These people were scared. And who scared them? Well, the people in charge. Thanks, Tiger. How are you, my darling? What is upstairs at Monte Cristo Homestead? Okay, we'll ask that one last question and then we'll go have a look at Salem. Monte Cristo Homestead, guys. What is upstairs? Feeling of dread? Feeling of being watched. When you're feeling like people are watching you and judging you. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Thank you. I took some effort around the eyes today too. Scared James. I went spooky enough and he's like, what? And of course I need the glasses. No, it was from Spotlight. They have quite a few steampunk things, so yeah. Did they? Next to Salem. Oh. Well, of course, the moon. These people in Salem, they were scared of so much and they didn't understand so much. And they were, but it was men and other women who accused people of being witches. I can't remember how many. It wasn't really that, but even one is too many. And it was, these women had knowledge, not just from their own backgrounds, but probably from the Indian, the native people around the area. And men especially distrusted smart, clever women. And of course there was jealousy. And they just had to say, she's a witch. And bang, you know. Yeah, these women were persecuted because they had their lives stolen by people who they possibly felt they'd been slighted, or who felt that, like, this woman might have people listen to her. So she had the ability to influence people, and she didn't like that. Thank you, Michelle Mabel. And they didn't like that. So anyone who could feel, any female that felt could be exerting influence over other women, or even influence in a political sense, having views of their own, no, they had to go. It was good old-fashioned misogyny and a lot of jealousy. What did these women actually practice? Well, they practiced natural healing, homeopathy, as it was. Many of them were healers, and some of them, I believe, midwives could be particularly targeted. The Page of Pentacles, any opportunity was taken, any excuse. I do feel like you at times feel you're being watched. The area where the women were hung, I'm assuming it's all the same area. If you listen carefully, you can hear their voices on the wind. That's what I feel. I don't know if anyone's been there and have been in the area where they were hung and thought they'd heard faint voices, maybe attributing it to people around the town. Possibly not. Possibly the voices of those women. Yes, they were hanged. Mm-hmm. Landowners, yes. To acquire the land, yes, that's another. Yeah, if they had any form of power. Again, struggling, feeling, being suppressed or pressed down on. You might feel that. I don't know if anyone here has gone to Salem and felt any of that or heard any of that, but it feels that way to me. Hi, Teresa Baltasar. Yeah. I'm curious as to whether was anyone ever held accountable for those, because they were crimes. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. They were crimes, and against these women. They were wronged. They were murdered. They weren't justifiably. They were murdered. And I don't know if history's ever said anyone was ever held accountable for what went on there. Can only hope that they were held accountable in the end in some way. Okay, who has someplace they want me to look at? I've got to turn the fan on again. It's too warm in here without it. No one was held accountable. That's just wrong. Just wrong, isn't it? Right, canine teeth. They look pretty good, don't they? Your Criterion, the Criterion Hotel in Rocky. Okay, Rockhampton is a city. It's a port city on the coast of Queensland, about central Queensland, and hang on, hotel. There's a Criterion Hotel here too, but we'll have a look. I don't think hubby stayed in it for a while. I don't think it was haunted, but I'd have to ask him. So let's pull up some images. Hello, Missy. Can you give Mummy a kiss? No. Going to show everyone your pretty face? Just the top half of your pretty face. Okay. Oh, wow. 3 stories. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. I always like to find these buildings with clouds behind them. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at that. Wow. Really. Whew. Let's have a look. We've got some pictures, some rooms here. The dining room. For some reason, dining rooms always seem to I think I've had a look at Leap Castle. Yeah. Dining rooms always seem to me to be a hive of maybe resonance. Bar. Well, I feel there might be some activity in this bar. Again, it seems to be this. Like, often to me, I seem to get a feeling of ownership, possibly people who tended the bar or something. Hello, Charlene Dean. Happy Halloween. Oh, Pentridge Prison. I reckon we could do a whole special on that. So let's have a look at the Criterion. The bar in the Criterion. Judgment. Feeling being watched. Feeling of being watched. Is there any movement, like do glasses or bottles or anything move? Pentacles. Thank you, Denise Truteau. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Wow. I asked if there's movement of glasses or bottles or anything like that, and I've got the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like, Leslie might be able to answer some questions here with this, but I feel like, yes, possibly there's movement with those things. But this is also years and years and years of stored energy coming out. All the stored energy, and it's coming out. The Fool. buzzing energy, excitement with the full, like taking a leap. I'm really drawn to the barrels here, actually. It's something just, thank you, Charlene. Does something go on with the barrels down, with the tap barrels where they're stored or something? Let's have a look at some more pickies. Oh, I mean, one of the things a lot of people always say, they see a staircase and they see, and the first thing that pops in mind is figure on the stairs. Again, I got figure on the stairs, but whether that's a real thing that has been seen or whether it's just popped into my mind because, of what other people. Or on a big staircase. Oh, okay. I didn't even see Leslie's comment till after I said figure on the stairs. So there's the staircase. So a maid. It does have a huge fancy staircase, doesn't it? Um, so a maid's been seen on the staircase. Okay. Why is the maid haunting the place? Oh, I feel it might be her, the fool. Young, life ahead of her. Oh, child. Feeling lost childhood. Queen of Swords. Abandonment. Feeling like, yeah, I know. I've done a ghost tour with my mum of Fremantle Prison um, years ago when she came over for a visit. And yeah, we had a spooky experience. Yeah, well, she certainly does, but there's more to it than that too. It's like she was there since she was, yeah, stable manager. I think any, maybe she had a child or she got pregnant or something. Are the stables still there, Leslie? No stables. Wow. I wonder what is where the stables used to be because possibly there could be some activity there. Okay. But yeah, she's definitely there. Watching years and years, but there's also resonant energy. Just like things repeating itself. Oh, hanged herself. Yeah. Yeah, I think she felt this is the Queen of Swords, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. Culture is what I get, which is why I said she felt abandoned. So, or the building next door. Is the beer garden haunted? Let's have a look. Is the beer garden of the Criterion in Rockhampton haunted? I get no. I get like it's more of a celebratory place. So I'm getting no there. I think that was just a place of activity. Feel liveliness there. Oh, but there's definitely a sense of. I was thinking, what about the building next door? And I wouldn't know what building it is. And I got the tower, so possibly the stables were where the building next door is, and it's like shattered beliefs. So yeah, I do feel like she was heartbroken. Her whole world fell apart. I felt she might have been pregnant, but I don't know if that ever came out. Yeah, she's barely more than a child herself, not just age, but possibly she wasn't slow, but she wasn't highly educated. So she could read and do things, yes. She wasn't. Okay, now let's have a look. I'm looking back. Someone suggested a place. I'm pretty sure I've looked at Leap Castle before. It was spreading to other towns. Yeah, that's the witch trials. Okay, who has a place for me to look at? Pentridge Prison is so big. uh, so let's have a look. Who has another place for me to look at? Prisons have off the chart paranormal activity. Okay, I'm going to choose a state in the US. Okay, somebody give me a number between 1 and 50. The first person. I'll, well, no, hang on. That's not going to work. The first person to throw a US state at me, I'm going to look at that state. So, throw me a state in the US. State number 36. Does anyone know what's okay, the 36th state of the US? Okay. All right. Maine, 36. It's Maine, is it? Okay. So, haunted place. Haunted places in Maine USA. Bangor, Mount Hope Cemetery. Oh, we have a lighthouse. Massachusetts. Ten ghost towns in Maine. I'll go back. Most haunted places in Maine. The 8 most haunted places in Maine. I'm just going to pick one at random. I'm not going to read on it because I don't want to know. So, Mount Hope Cemetery, Lake George Regional Park West. Wood Island Lighthouse, Saco Bay. Saco. Okay. The Wood Island Lighthouse in Saco Bay. I feel falling. I'm not going to read any more. I'm just going to leave the picture there. And I feel falling. If anyone knows anything about it, I'll do a read on it, or if anyone wants to look it up. The Wood Island Lighthouse in Saco Bay, Maine. That's SACO Bay in Maine. Look at the... Oh, I feel falling again. Like... Hang on a minute. Every funeral home you've worked in. Well, that would make sense, Shelby. Missy wants to be let out. Go, Missy. Still alive, my darling. Just letting Missy out. Yeah. So, let's go to the cottage. Oh, I feel like if you're walking up the tower, you could get quite dizzy, like a bit of trouble breathing. Possibly one of the lighthouse keepers had heart trouble or something. I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look at the cottage. Oh, here it is, struggle again. It seems to not want to care about the cottage. The tower is struggling. In fact, sometimes it can be really hard to talk. Four, apathy, lack of energy. You feel your energy just gets drained. Music coming from the cottage. Does somebody want to look this place up for me? Because I'm not reading the story. Okay, I'm not reading the thing next to it. Okay. Really drained of energy. Oh, oh, sweetheart. She's still with you whenever you think of her. Okay? Just drained of energy. Still feel falling. Oh, I should imagine that would be quite common with lighthouses. How many times have you heard of a lighthouse keeper or someone falling? Hard work. Just day after day. With the Seven of Pentacles. Day after day. Hard work. Here's my own little fur baby ghost back. Spooky. Oh, I've got so much crap built up here. I'm going to have a clean out. She went and did her business and wants back in now. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Bubba. Hey? All right. There you go. Come on down and get them. If you want them, they're there. Come on. Mummy's not going to sit around and just... If you want some nummies, they're down there. Down you go. Good girl. Oh. So, what else do I get from the picture? I mean, there's a walkway there, but I do get the feeling of someone walking around, being seen between the cottage and the lighthouse. Is there a figure that's being seen between the cottage and the lighthouse? Let's have a look. Temperance. Possibly a woman. I don't know if they had their families out there at some time, but I feel like possibly... I don't know if there's a beach near this place. Oh, man, I'm going to bring up a map. Like 1 foot in the sea, 1 foot on land. SACO Bay, Maine, USA. Right, there it is. There's not much on the island except the lighthouse. Very rocky, steep cliffs. So there's no beach anywhere. Oh, except maybe at the other end of the island. Yeah, there looks like there's some rocky beaches, or is that a causeway? No, it wouldn't be. Some form of jetty. So, but there are some couple of places very rocky at the other end of the island. But there's definitely a walkway right across the island. But there where the lighthouse is, there's definitely not anywhere you can go. But I feel like there is a woman who is seen. Okay, just do a couple more cards on this place, and here it is on maps, Google Maps. Go out a bit and you can see the cliff. And here it is in Seiko Bay. The island itself. Yeah. Hi, Sheila. Hi, darling. Thanks for joining us on this Halloween special. I'll be wrapping it up soon. I'm looking at the Wood Island Lighthouse in Seiko Bay, Maine. Cups, 2 of cups, crying blood. Betrayal. I feel like betrayal. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. I feel like betrayal, definitely. Definitely a part of the story of that lighthouse. Yeah, I feel like there's a woman seen walking, some falling. Has anyone looked it up for me? I mean, I suppose now I've looked at it, I can see for myself what it said about the place. Okay. I'm going to take my hat off now, guys. It's getting a bit warm. So, in Seiko Bay, Maine, sits Wood Island Lighthouse. The original lighthouse was built in 1808, so it's quite old. It's over 200 years old. At the request of President Thomas Jefferson, the lighthouse ended up in a state of complete disrepair, calling for it to be replaced. The lighthouse stands today is the granite tower that was erected in 1839. The Wood Island Lighthouse has a tragic and violent history attached to it based on reports of murder and subsequent suicide occurred at the location, falling, possibly. From the records, a man who was either a squatter or renting the place, or renting space in that area, shot and murdered a man. After realizing that what he had done, he went into the lighthouse and killed himself. Okay. Keepers who have lived in the White House and in the lighthouse say unexplained shadows appear as well as unusual moaning. Other reports say sometimes locked doors fly open and gunshots are heard. Okay, to save the keepers from having to deal with the haunted light, in 1972 the old light was replaced with a automated light. I feel like there's a lot more going on there. It might have been over a woman, the murder. Hi, Anna Mikado. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. How's that? How about I replace my steampunk hat with something that's a little bit not quite so heavy? How about my favourite little cobwebby witch's hat? I have 3 witches' hats. This is definitely my most favourite. How's this? Fabulous or what? Anyway, so we'll keep going. Okay, who has a spooky place they want me to look at? I'm using the Ask the Witch Tarot for this. It's by Francesco Mattioni. She edited it, and the illustrations are by Simone Pace. So, okay. Who else has a place or want to name a state for me to look at? Somebody suggested Massachusetts. So let's have a look at Massachusetts. And the lights all went out. We won't say any more in case I get pinged for copyright. Is the White House haunted? And did they dislike Trump? Let's have a look. Is the White House haunted? It's supposed to be very haunted, isn't it? So we'll say it's a given. I think I've answered this question before. But yes, it is haunted by some ex-presidents as well. Definitely haunted. It feels like home to a lot of the people. Not the first couple of presidents, because the White House actually wasn't completed till, good 20 years after. I can't remember when. So they weren't really there. It's not a ghost, and sometimes the energy of a particular person comes through. But it's a family by common descent, by common factor, in that they were all presidents. I watched a fascinating documentary on Watergate the other day, and I thought I knew a lot. Hi, Renee D. Thank you. I've just swapped out the hat. I was wearing my steampunk one, but it's velvet, and it's heavy felt, and it was a bit too heavy and getting a bit too warm. So I put on my favorite witch's hat here. So King of Wands. there is a particularly fiery spirit there. Who had a temper. I'm feeling it's like from the 1800s. A very good talker, a very persuasive talker. I feel like it could be Ulysses S. Grant. I don't know if he had a fiery temper or anything, but I feel like the King of Wands could be him. What do the ghosts think of Donald Trump? He was scared. Did they haunt him, Trump, particularly? I've got the Two of Swords, indecision. Yeah. And I think there are some people who go into there and they might feel some energy and some presence, but otherwise they're just nothing. They don't feel anxious or anything like that. They sort of feel welcome, like they are part of the family. This wasn't the case with Trump. Look at this, nightmares. They really, like, he didn't belong there. The star. Now, these aren't all ex-presidents who haunt the place. There's staff members. There's other political, possibly people from the West Wing, or not just the West Wing, or the East Wing, wives. We've got the star here. These figures didn't think he had what it took to lead America. He wasn't a good hope for the country. It's like a ripple effect. I think Trump actually got quite depressed at times in the White House. Yeah, I'm fiddling with, I've got something tied up with the fake pearls. They are fake pearls. Yeah. So there's, yeah, definitely. I just cut the deck rather than lift up a card. Look at this. He couldn't escape the truth because it was like hearing whispers, you shouldn't be here. You don't belong here. You're not real. It's like possibly hearing whispers like that. He was scared when he was staying there. And they did not like him and did not want him there. So very interesting, isn't it? Okay, who else would like me to read on a place. Wood Island Lighthouse. Yes, yeah. It was an octagon wooden structure and it was rotted and replaced with the... Yeah. I'm just going to have to take this necklace off. It's driving me nuts. It's a very, very long strand. I'll have to sort all that out later. Oh, I put the dark glasses back on. Oh, do I look spooky enough? Have I not spooky enough? Come on. No. Get off Mummy's hat. Off Mummy's hat. Come on. Come on. It's always chaotic, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wow. It was. Well, no, it was on a cliff. I suppose there was a way down. But the pictures I saw, it looked like it's on a cliff. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah. On McCamey Manor, San Diego. Moved to Tennessee. Oh, they didn't like it. If you can stay the night, you get $20,000, hey? Yes, there was. Okay, let's have a look at this place that Anne has found. McCamey Manor in Summertown, USA. On images. Here we go. Guys, a 40-page waiver and a doctor's letter. Wow. Here it is. $24,000 people. They're given a safe word. Here's another picture of it. Wow. Let's have a look. When you said it was moved, I felt, lots and lots of displeasure, lots anger, very angry spirit. Let's have a look. You really, really feel like you're backed up against the wall at times, like nowhere you can go. Whoa! Ow! Yeah, so you really feel backed into a wall. There's definitely very, very angry and vengeful. Something very angry and vengeful there. Again, it's really, now this is 2 sevens, and of course, sevens can be about risk. So going to this place is a real risk, and you're not going to be able to avoid consequences of doing so. And I also feel it's not worth the risk to your psyche or your health. Here we got 3 sevens in a row. Keep my little book. Got the 7 of Pentacles. It's just so much built up energy. Just so much. Just going onto the ground requires lots of it says in my little book here, 3 sevens is good fortune. 4 is intrigue, lies, and theft. Well, I got the 4 of swords. It's very mentally off balance. The Page of Pentacles. Opportunistic. I feel like people feel like they're in a trance at times in there. I'm feeling really angry, really vengeful, very risky. Confusion. You end up feeling very confused. You're not sure where you are. No energy. Feeling like you want to grasp any opportunity to get out. Total hopelessness if you're in there too long. It is a scary place. You'd have to be really, really stupid to want to go there. I'm sorry. The Knight of Pentacles. There is a real peacock person. It feels like worse than Winchester. Worse than Winchester. This place. It feels like everything slows down. You can find it very hard to move. And the 10 of Pentacles, and it isn't just from one era. Generations. Well, it's a very that's energy. Things stand still. You feel like you're backed into a corner. You might even lose things. Things get taken off you. Well, somebody said teeth extracted or something. So things being taken from you. No, I couldn't go there. Not for the world. Confusion, lost, unable to make a decision. Like if you're a firm, decisive person, it's like you cannot seem to make up your mind. Totally confused, totally lost. Unusual procrastination if you're not the sort to procrastinate. That sort of thing. Whew. Spooky place. Okay, guys, because I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining me. I will be back with my live normally, as I normally am on Saturday. Thank you for sticking with me through the computer issues. And I will be back for my normal live on Saturday. Okay. Members, keep an eye out. I did a little pick a card yesterday. So if you are a member, go and see it, pick a card. I'm going to try and do a couple of them a week. And yeah. I don't think even cats would go into that place. I really don't. Okay, thank you, my darlings, for joining me. Happy Halloween. As usual, stay strong, stay loving, stay healthy, happy, and as always, stay laughing, my darling.